the student leaves the room with all the lights on, the heating at maximum, because at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. So what if we introduce a minimum that is included, a minimum energy consumption that is included in the rent, and then above and beyond actually the consumption is metered and charge above and beyond.
One thing you pulled in on that we hadn't talked about was the idea of engaging with universities. Whether you have a master lease with the university or you're building on university land, using them to do the research is really a win-win. And I think it's a way to engage students, a way to engage the university and to answer some of these questions that we're dealing with. And we did the same thing with Cornell on one of our properties where they really wanted to study the passive house and envelope design, and they came in and dug in on that, and they're giving us real data, which can be operationally intensive to do on your own or to hire third-party consultants.
We see that people try to keep as much of the building as possible, but update it. And the way you're operating your buildings, and there's an increased focus on reused materials as well as using less energy, etc.
The key element for me operationally, it's always monitor data, always monitor data. That tells you where you are, that tells you where you're going. You have to have an objective, you have to have a strategy.
How to make buildings more efficient, use less energy, reduce emissions, water use, power with renewable energy. But I still say that was kind of the first wave of sustainability in real estate, and it seems like where the ball's moving now is that whole topic of embodied carbon and how do we really manage that carbon footprint throughout the full life cycle of siting, planning, building, operating, maybe reuse of that building in the future.
Engaging the students insofar as their own consumption and their own behavior. What has been shown when it comes to occupant behavior for energy consumption is not so much incentives or punishments, but basically giving them their data. And in particular, showing when people are outside the norm.
And I think this is a great forum for working together to come up with, and perhaps, who knows, agree on some set of standards which allows us all to compete on the things that we should be competing on, and only to be competing to be better and better at sustainability against ourselves and collectively as a group.